Hi, I'm Sean Sexton, co-owner of a Goosehead Insurance franchise here in San Antonio. This is my partner, Rob Adius.
Good morning, guys. So Goosehead Insurance, what Goosehead's all about is we're a franchise independent insurance agency that has more than 80 plus different insurance carriers across the Texas market. We can literally specialize in any product from auto, home insurance, umbrellas, to motorbikes, rev and ride type products. So what makes Goosehead so special, and particularly for our agency, is that we really focus on the consultation approach with our clients. Is like I was saying earlier, we offer 80 plus different insurance companies across the Texas market. So when we speak to a client, we really go in depth as far as their options, what's important for them, really break down that coverage option for them to make sure that they understand what their insurance coverage actually entails. We speak to many customers that don't know what their insurance policy means to them. And when they really do find out what it means to them is when they have to file a claim, and at that point it's already too late. So I think that's what makes us very special is Sean and I really focus, and we have our team focus on that just in general across the board. And that's what makes us a little unique and a little special for us.
One of the biggest questions we get asked is what's covered? What does this policy actually cover me for? And when it comes to home insurance, there's two big kind of policy types that are out there. There's a named risk policy and an all risk policy. Named risk is basically going to cover you for the big weather related items, whereas all risk is basically covering you for anything and everything that can go wrong outside the acts of God exclusions, which are found on any policy. And that leads us into the second question is, what's the acts of God exclusions? Typically you see stuff on there like flood, earthquake, nuclear war, things like that. Every carrier is a little bit different, and that's why it's so important for us to go in that consultation approach with our clients so they know exactly what they're getting.
Just to piggyback on that, is one thing that also is a little unique about us as well is that we provide what we call a clue report. So to kind of go into what Sean was saying is that we can go in depth as far as what type of history is on that house, particularly that we're insuring, as far as any type of claims, flooding, hail issues, or anything such as that. And that helps us kind of revert back to the client as far as our consultation approach, making sure, hey, look, this house has a hail claim, this house had a flood claim. You want to make sure you endorse these particular type of coverages. That way, if God forbid anything does happen to your house, you're covered accordingly. So those are some key points that we really focus on whenever we consult our clients.
Another big question we always get is, how am I going to get paid when I file a claim? And insurance policies are written two different ways. They have full replacement costs, which means the insurance company is going to come in and replace it like new. And then a lot of the carriers get a little tricky with their wording, but essentially it's a depreciated value clause. You might see actual cost value, limited replacement cost, partial replacement cost. And basically what they're doing is coming in and giving you somewhere between zero and what it costs to replace it like new. One of the best examples that we give clients is if you put a brand new 20-year roof on your home, 10 years from now, a hailstorm comes in and wipes out that roof. If you have full replacement costs endorsed on your policy, they're going to come in and give you a check, less your deductible, for the full replacement cost of that roof. Whereas the counter of actual cost or depreciated value, they're going to come in and give you somewhere between the lifespan of that roof being at 50% and the replacement cost of that roof. So now you're getting 25% of the replacement cost, or 35, or whatever the case may be. So it's it can really hit your pocket pretty hard if that's not done correctly.
You just want to be able to ask those specific questions. A lot of clients focus on price. Hey, give me the cheapest price. Well, in life, you get what you pay for, right? So you want to make sure that you're paying a fair price, but you want to make sure, obviously, your coverage is accommodating that price as well. And that's asking questions to us, your agents. You want to make sure you're thorough into it, what it means to you, like the definitions between particular endorsements, particular coverages. That way, like agents like Sean and I, we can go in depth. We can make sure you're fully aware and educated of what that coverage does. So that way, in the event of a claim, you know what process and steps to take.
One of the biggest questions I get outside those first two is typically, wow, there is a laundry list of endorsements that I can select for my home insurance. What do I need? There's 100 different add-ons I can add on to my policy, but where's the meat and potatoes of the coverage? So we do consult the clients with claims history of our area. Over the course of a 30-year mortgage, the average homeowner files about 4 total claims. 2 out of 4 are wind and hail related, so most likely for the new roof. That's why that replacement cost is such an important endorsement to add on there. But what a lot of folks don't know is water damage coverages aren't standard in Texas. You have to endorse them on your policy. And there's 3 areas of concern relating to your foundation. Water backup, so things going wrong with the sewer or septic to the home, causing water to come into the house. And then water seepage, which is any slow or unseen leaks in the house, causing damage, decay, mold, things like that. And if you don't have those endorsed on your policy, they're not covered, and it's 100% out of pocket in those scenarios. So about 80% of claims is going to come under those 3 endorsements and that wind hail coverage. So when we kind of guide our clients, we definitely make sure we hit those points for them up front.
Agreed. So again, it goes back just to understanding your policy, right? Those endorsements, asking those particular questions, and then in an event you ever have a loss, really revert back to your insurance agent. Don't necessarily say, "Oh, I got to file a claim and make this an inquiry on my report." That doesn't really can help you out right there and then. I think it's best to reach out to your local agent, someone like Sean and I, to be able to educate you and let you know if it's worth it or not, and also to make sure that you have the right and appropriate coverage for that type of claim.
Well, one of the best parts of our process is getting upfront with our real estate partners, in that we help provide the clue reports, which showing you the claims history on the home, and the flood zone reports of the property up front. This helps eliminate some of those trip hazards when you're going through the mortgage loan process, where we think it's going to be $1,200 a year to insure the home, and now it's $3,600 because there's 2 or 3 water claims on the property. Or a home that 3 years ago wasn't in a flood zone, but the maps have been moved, and now that home requires $300 a month in flood insurance, which is now putting that buyer outside their purchase price or their comfort area. So we can help kind of eliminate those processes up front for the client. And then if it is a dual home situation where maybe they're looking at one or the other, and we say, hey, well, this one's going to be an extra $300 a month in flood insurance, you can help the client manage their expectations a little bit better.
And just for our services, we're the preferred broker for Melissa and her team. So she trusts us with our processes, with her processes for her team. If you ever need any services, again, we have 80 plus different insurance companies, so it's kind of like your one-stop shop. We will literally shop every single carrier on that one call, so that way you're not having to repeat 3, 4, 5 times to different insurance companies. We can do that all at once. My best number is 210-331-1345. Again, my name is Rob,
and I'm available at 210-382-0046, or just reach out to your realtor and they can get your contact info over in there.